Your budget is $100 today, okay? You got that? You got it in your little noggin of yours? That's not that samples right there. You're joking. That's serious. No, wait. I think I can remember me reverse reading you. Oh my god. Can I get a picture, please? I need a picture. Hey, so when are we getting a house like this for the Hardstuck boys? Any updates, Matthew, on the house?
What are you making?
What am I making it? I'll figure it out. Fuck, bro.
Oh, these three muscles. Each is fire was the rest of the night.
Someone start a fire. Come on. Actually, these are too small. Fuck them.
Even the C9 fans over here.
I am the biggest C9 fan, huh?
I think it's just frozen for us.
Wait, is he delayed?
Where's the audio?
Where's the audio? I can hear him.
Okay, I swear I clicked on the unmute for my mic, bro. It just did not register for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, all right. Hi guys, welcome to the Hardstuck Podcast. This is my first time being host, by the way, so it's probably gonna be hella scuffed. I'm also eating right now because I haven't eaten literally all day. So yeah, that's cool. You guys can probably recognize the familiar faces we have, you know, Johnny and Ale. We also now have Toni, who's an official member of the podcast now. He's no longer just a guest appearance. And the return of someone who was a founding member.
Founding father.
But he hasn't been able to show up in like months because scheduling issues, you know? So everyone, welcome Dane. So if you want to reintroduce yourself, Dane, because it has been a while since you've been on one of these, you can.
I'm Dane. I go by Bxndt FPS, both an X and no I on Twitter. You know, I'm a Sen super fan. I'm just an NA fan in general, but like, go Sentinels.
So yeah, today I think I want to just kind of talk briefly about like which direction that this channel is going to be kind of taking from here on out. We are probably going to start doing more actual like edited content from now. You guys probably already saw through like all the like shorts that I've been like posting recently and whatnot, but I do have like other plans as well. If you guys are down for it, obviously I'm not Tyler. I'm not a fucking dictator who just holds everyone hostage. But
Yeah, okay. Starting this episode off strong.
yeah, we're an anarchist commune. That's how we're starting this off, okay, guys. But yeah,
That's true,
so
actually.
you guys can probably expect more edited and long form content, along with the fact that Toni will actually be making quality thumbnails compared to the dog shit I've been piling out recently. So you guys can be excited for that.
You see, we finally got pro players here, though. We got Masina.
Yeah, we got Mazino and Tens now. Yeah, we got we got Walmart 10s, aka 12s, and we have Mazino, aka. Fuck, I can't even think of a fucking
Mazino,
joke for that.
Masina from Rose.
No, it's Mazine too.
I see two. Perfect.
Machine too.
Also, I've been kicked out to the kitchen
Yeah.
because my place is getting renovated right now. So.
Well, better for you. You got food in front of you.
Yeah,
Facts.
no, like
I'm
dead
sure.
ass. Like, hold on, let me show
I'm
you guys.
so
What I fucking have. Let me show what you guys want.
You see?
Oh my gosh.
So if you see me just like,
nah.
so yeah, if you guys see me just fuck off into the left or whatever, it's probably because I'm grabbing water or food. So yeah, got the whole fucking jug of like fucking.
Remember the fucking last podcast? I was literally just eating chips on the side.
That'd be me if I actually had food right now.
If I get hungry enough, I'm just gonna fuck off and let you guys talk about whatever, and I'm just gonna start cooking up a whole ass meal. But
Dude,
yeah,
the Pacific matches all got released already. What the fuck?
everything's been leaked already.
No, it's out.
Oh, it's out. Okay, very
Yeah,
cool.
America's isn't yet, but Pacific
Wait,
is.
is it?
Yeah.
I mean, we've kind of known how the matches, EMEA's matches were known too, no? Already?
Yeah, but like the actual days and times.
Wait, when they announced Pacific though? I don't remember seeing that.
I don't know. It's on BLR though. I was just looking.
I guess it just got uploaded like not too long ago because this was not up during the morning, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, do you guys want to talk about like any other interests you guys have besides just Val? Because I feel like we've been stuck on this like VCD topic for like the past like 7
Brent,
months, 8
talk
months.
We love Minecraft.
Talk about what?
Talk about your Recon Phantom you're making IRL.
My my Recon Phantom.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like kind of like a side project ish, whatever. Because for those who know me personally, you know that I've played airsoft for a very long time. I used to play competitive airsoft. To be really big on SpeedQB, was on a couple sponsor teams at the time. Well, so with my knowledge, and also like that comes with like teching, airsoft teching and whatnot, right? So with that knowledge, I think I'm pretty confident that I can replicate the like a functional Recon Phantom IRL. So honestly, I just have like a shopping list of like what's to be there. Nothing has been bought yet, but Ale has just disappeared into the void for some reason. Alejandro? He's gone. He's straight up just gone. He just DC'd.
The corner was too much.
It was. The corner of shame just was too much for him, bro. He could not handle it.
Yo, he is just like Tens, bro. He's got a dog too.
Wait, show your dog on stream. Show your
This
dog on stream. I don't think
Dog?
Dane's, we've seen your dog, but Dane hasn't seen it.
What the fuck?
This is Yui.
What's going on?
She's mesmerized.
Okay, let's get on into some hard hitting.
By the way, can someone message Ale? I don't think he realized that he's DC'd and he's no
Okay.
longer a part of the
I mean,
I think he's back in the stream lab.
I think as of recently he started getting back into
I don't see him.
photography actually.
Oh, wait, he is back.
Photography.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Some of the photos like I think like 2, 3 of the photos 2 of the photos Ian used for his freaking Reddit post were mine actually.
Damn.
Damn. Did he not even credit you, bro?
Damn, throwing shade at Tokify.
Nah,
Did he credit you or no?
No, we was like, oh thanks anyway. So I'm like, bruh.
No way.
Oh, my paycheck still
Can't
can't talk about the store right now, but call him a paycheck still.
I mean, it's whatever. It's
Yeah.
not like the post blew up anyways.
Little bro gets so much flack anyways, bro. We have
Yeah.
to stop trash talking him at some point.
But yeah, kickoff was a success. You guys have done an episode since kickoff ended, right?
We have, yeah. That's why I was pretty reluctant to talk about it today.
Yeah. Well, then let's just shift our focus
Actually, you want
to
Dane,
Madrid.
you want to talk about a very certain gaming session that happened yesterday
It wasn't yesterday. It was like 3 days ago.
or sometime in the recent history, specifically for
Me and
PS2.
Brent basically played CS. We played some Face It in a 5-stack with Coach Lynn, Stephen Lynn Smith and some other people, and it may or may not have been the worst 4 hours of TAC FPS I've ever played. I never want to play CS again. Oh my gosh.
I was having fun, bro. I
It
don't
was
know
so
about you.
bad.
I was having fun, bro.
It was so bad. I think we went 0-4.
We were 0-3.
One of our players dropped from face at level 4 to face at level 2. It's so over for the Hardstuck boys CS roster. It's
know-
so over.
You know what I'm so sad about that though?
Yeah.
Outplay did not capture a single one of those games. I
Oh,
Face It
I
NTG
have.
Oh, you
have
haven't?
most of
Please
it, yeah.
send, please send, bro.
Let's see if I can scrape some good clips.
But that was probably the funniest yet most unhinged session of Hack FPS I've ever played in my life. To give context, I've always wanted to play Face It, right? But I never done it because I know my util usage sucks, so I didn't want to troll other people's games, right? So my solution was to get 4 other people to drag them down to my level and basically lose streak the entire time. Yes, we can see the bear. Someone tell them we can see the bear.
Yes, Ali, we can see the bear.
What are you even doing right now? Get over here. Come on.
Oh, you're right. I don't have any of these clips. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I think Face It anti-cheat blocks Overwolf. That's why. So
That's
yeah, it's so unfortunate, especially since I think at the end, me and Dane were literally having our fucking Joker moments. I know I was. I started just laughing.
Yeah,
I just started
having a
laughing
Joker
maniacally
moment.
after we lost Vertical. Because it was just such an absurd session that I just couldn't wrap my head around that. I just found it hilarious. But yeah, I think with that we can probably pivot to Madrid.
Yeah.
Or I guess if you guys want, we can talk about the teams that didn't make it to Madrid first and talk about.
Yeah, that's probably more interesting.
Yeah.
I think the biggest shock for me was probably Navi not making it. I was super high on Navi coming back into the year. The fact that Artist just came from a core that has the most disciplined color of all time, and 2 players in Victor and Crashies who are known to be some of the best support players of all time. I thought him going back to Navi would sort of ease up on the trolling, and they'd immediately return to Copenhagen form.
I think that's copium. I won't lie.
They looked so flat in the game against Heretics. The game against the Fnatic Carmine Corp game worried me way more than the Navi Heretics game. Even though they got 2-0'd, they just looked so flat. On Sunset, Miniboo legitimately was just walking all over the Navi comp. I really like the Navi comp, especially defensively, the Chamber and then no Duelist.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to actually playing attack on that map, Navi could not do anything. They won pistol their attack side, and they converted they were up 8-4 at half, won the pistol, turned it into a 10-4, and couldn't close it out. I think there's some pitfalls to this comp, but I just don't see I do know why they're playing double smokes with the Chamber, and it's because Sigetsu is their typical anchor player. And if you're putting Artists on Chamber, which I think that's a good call, putting Artists on Chamber, I just think them lacking dive option is really hurting them on the attack side. I would have loved to see the classic zip on Raze Artist Chamber pick here.
For me personally, I don't follow EMEA because it's a fucking potato farming region. But
okay, bro. I mean, I agree with that sentiment, but this team is actually really good and has, I would argue, as much talent as any team on the planet right now. I think
don't care.
I think Xiao's Sigetsu Artists plus the occasional zip on I'm gonna kill everybody games is more than enough to win multiple in-person events. And I think Angel's Calling is good enough. I don't think Angel's Calling is what held them back. they just lost they lost like Sunset tragically, and then they couldn't bounce back on Breeze. So I'm really disappointed about Navi. I would have loved to see them back in an international. It's so hard not seeing Sugetsu and Xiao just like farm everyone. I also am a little bit concerned with the Xiao to full-time smokes like move. Like I think he's very strong on smokes, especially like dome smokers. Like his Brimstone Astra is incredible. But I think on maps where you could put him on like the Sova and the Sky, I think he's too good at those agents not to put him on. And like having him play Viper when you have Sugetsu, who's just like a top 3 Viper in the world, is just like compositionally, like their Breeze comp, I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, also I think some of the maps where you can have him play Fade is also like usually known as the best Fade in the world. Like why not put him in
Facts.
Fade?
His scan initiator is so good, and they're just like dropping him to force him on smokes. Like his dome smoke is good. Like I'm pretty sure if we look at his career stats, like his dome smoke is good. Like he has a 1.4 rating on Omen, and I know like rating isn't everything. He has a 1.4 rating on Omen. He's got like a almost 1.1 rating on not 1.4, 1.14. He's got almost a 1.1 rating on Brim, and he's got a 1.17 rating on Astra. Like his dome smoke is good, but then you just like look at his Sofa and his Fade, and you're like, why is this guy not playing Initiator? Like I understand, like you want him alive in the clutch, and a lot of times smokes players are alive in the clutch, but like I think Angel is like the perfect candidate to be playing smokes for this team, or like the Bxndt when they have like a Viper and they want to put Sugetsu on Viper.
Are we sure about that last
I think-
first statement?
What?
That Angel is the best player to put on smoke.
I think with the rest of the roster, it's the best call for him to be playing smokes.
I don't know, man. I just remember him diving in like fucking 15 times and dying.
Yeah, but he tactically ints. This guy is the only person
What
who
is
tactically
tactically
ints.
int supposed to mean?
Listen. Okay, everybody compares Redgar and fucking Angel because they both int, especially on Omen. But Angel ints in a way that sets up his players. Redgar just fucking ints. As much as I love Redgar, Angel will int so Sugetsu can get 2. And boom, you got a 2-for-1 because Angel inted.
Or it could be a 1
but
for
like,
just saying.
yeah, but most of the time, Angel tactically ints. But I think if they go back to the drawing board and they just like mess with their comps a little bit, I 100% think this team can still make it to Shanghai, can still make it to champs, and place well at both.
You know, it reminds me a lot when Sentinels were putting Sassy on Omen. And I was like, bro, like you literally have Pankara on Omen. Why are you moving then?
Yeah,
Which is more strange because
It didn't make sense at all.
it makes even less sense considering the fact that Navi is now like have their like complete roster that they had from 2022. So you think they would just go to Palm for a picture back then?
Which I'm like surprised because Angel used to be a smoker back then and when they won Copenhagen. Why would you change that?
I agree.
Can I ask what the fuck is that? Who's playing? I'm back to the bone, bro.
My bad. It's something called.
It's 10th. Oh,
I was
This
like,
is not me.
I was like, who's playing Bad to the Bone? Bro? Like, what the fuck?
Don't worry, King's calling him, guys. King's calling him.
I need him for scrims.
Yeah. No. Are there any teams that you guys like were overall disappointed, or maybe teams that like you were mildly surprised that maybe didn't qualify to Madrid?
I think the obvious one would be Fnatic,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like they're doing
I
the
think-
same thing.
Yeah.
They gotta
They-
switch it up
they've had it
eventually.
coming. Fnatic legitimately have
agree
been
with,
playing.
Go ahead.
I think Fnatic have been calling and playing the exact same way. Like Lotus, their Lotus at lock-in was incredible. And their Lotus at lock-in was incredible, and it was really good at Tokyo. And they just didn't change anything. Like if you watch lock-in VODs and you watch Tokyo VODs and you watch Champs
They're playing
VODs,
the same. But you
even
know
if
what?
you watch the kickoff tournament, they play the same. And part of that, like the last, like in 2023, I was getting mainly mad at other teams, not at Fnatic, because no team would punish them, which is kind of stupid. But now teams are starting to punish them, and now I'm mad at Fnatic because like these guys have had like a year to add stuff to their playbook on like a multitude of maps.
You know what though? I was watching one video that Boaster uploaded to his YouTube, and he was talking about like comms and like why they were playing the same they were playing, and he was like that team wasn't getting used to like the way that they played. Like that's the best way for them to play. It's just like
I think
so
their style of play they can still uphold. I just have worries about them running the exact same defaults every round. Carmine Corp were throwing an Omen smoke on top of tree to block a Fade Eye. Like, they were legitimately throwing a random fucking Omen smoke, like, on top of tree on A site because they knew every round they were going to throw a Fade Eye there. And so, like, I have no problem that them playing the same style. They're slow, default heavy, and then just let Alpha your clutch. Like, works. And I'm very much for that. But the fact that they're running the exact same side execs, the exact same defaults, a lot of the same protocols, I'm sitting here and like I'm not overly worried because I know if anyone will fix it, it's Boaster, and I know that team.
Yeah, if anyone will fix something, it's Boaster.
That team has so much talent on it, like oh my gosh. But I'm worried that this loss will either do two things. It'll either cause them to overcook and them to bring out like some 2023 Navi shit where they're playing like Yoru on every map, or I'm worried that they're gonna be like, it was just a one-off thing. Let's go back to what we do. If we play better next time, if we shoot people, it'll all work out. I think there needs to be some in between. I think they need to start experimenting. The meta is wide open right now. And I think not doing anything is just service.
I feel that the meta is gonna change a lot with a new agent that is coming up because there's rumor that they might nerf Viper. So if they're
it'll be perfect for Angel if the agent actually self revives.
True.
I feel like that is just.
I don't think they could ever add an agent in that can do that.
Yeah,
but
I'm saying that's like just way too strong, no? Like,
I'm like not like it's hard for me to have an opinion on Fnatic because it feels like there's so many different ways this could go, and there's only like one real outcome where they return to like kicking everybody's ass, and that's if they go, maybe like we have a lot of good players and we don't have to play like the same way every time. But I don't know. One team I was incredibly pleasant. If we're done with the Fnatic talk, one thing I was incredibly like super surprised about was MIBR. No way in hell did I expect MIBR to be coming out of that group.
Neither.
With
for
this,
me, honestly,
I thought Furia would have came out over MIBR. Like,
I thought Furia was better than them.
I thought MW Zera alone, his firepower would be able to carry him over MIBR. And I don't know if that's a testament to the amount of fire, like how poorly Furia played, or how well MIBR played. But the fact that MIBR was also able to beat G2 in 3 maps, the fact that MIBR was able to like beat C9 as well. They played so well, and like considering
it's funny though that because of G2 lost to MIBR and all that, what they're doing, they're doing roster changes. What Freya did, they're doing roster changes. Cloud9 the same.
Yeah.
Which is actually funny though, like hilarious, like how like a team that like everyone thought was like okay, they keep the core of 3 players that were like really bad last year.
Yeah.
They just running away. And again, it's just like nobody believed them, and then they came way better than so many things.
I mean,
Yeah.
before kickoff,
Oh, yeah.
I had like already mentioned this. I think coaches have way more of an impact than people give them credit for. And so that's why I had faith in a lot of teams that people were really sleeping on. For example, everyone was sleeping on EG. And I said that if they lose their opening match, then, yeah, they're not going to do shit. But then if they win their opening match, these guys are going to like genuinely.
I still don't like the AG roster.
Okay, don't act like EG did something. We can come back to EG. Don't act like they did something, bro. They
I'm
got
using
seeded
them
into a
as
bye.
one example as to how coaches have more of an influence on team performance than people give them credit for.
Okay.
And I think MIBR is one of the greatest examples of that. Obviously, the greatest example is Comment Corp, right?
I suppose some sucks.
But when it comes to like Americas and showing just how influential a coach can be, I think MIBR was like the perfect example of like how just like good coaching staff can turn players who were seen as like mediocre or whatever into like absolutely amazing players.
Well,
so.
You had both coaches for Loud, so I mean,
that's what I mean.
You do something, you know?
And that's what I mean. And so coming into kickoff, I figured that they're going to be a lot more drilled, and they were a lot more drilled as I expected, but I didn't think they're going to be as drilled as they actually demonstrated. So, but yeah, in my opinion, people sleep on coaching staff all the time and their impact on rosters and whatnot and team performance. I think people need to kind of realize
that luck is not doable.
I think this roster, the only problem it has is it lacks high-end firepower in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, come like the end of the year, for all we know, like JZZ and Artisan could be absolutely frying everyone. But I think this is a team that could like scalp into a champs placement. Like I think MIBR is a team I'd be confident in, like taking a fourth spot for champs. Like I could see them beating like a Lev to get in. Like my problem though is two things. It's one, the lack of high-end firepower in my eyes, and two, their reluctance to play new stuff. They were still playing Double Duelist on Split. They were playing. Let's see. They were playing a lot of stuff, and they were willing their way over the line with like they're willing their way like over the finish line with like Artisan and JZZ playing well. So I think like if they actually invest into like looking into like some of these comps and like trying to like evolve themselves as a team.
He's back.
I think they could be like a solid team, and like I said, I think they get pushed for like a champ spot. I think it would be really hard for them to get a Shanghai spot because Americas is going to be so tough with Sen, NRG, Lev, Lau.
You know what it reminds me of though?
What?
It will go like really wrong, really bad because like last year my BI actually started really good though. If you remember, they started really good.
They didn't start really good.
Okay, no.
But
okay, so people say MIBR started really good last year all the time just because they beat NRG.
Yeah,
I would like to point out that literally every team that went against NRG while they were just mixing up comps and trying to see how to make RDs more flexible, every team that played against NRG during that iteration won. So
yeah, I'm gonna agree with Brent on this one. I
only won 3 America's series last year.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think
yeah, but all their games were close. They didn't. It was like
good. I think they looked good against Loud, and they beat an NRG who was mixing like their roles. Like NRG played no duelist icebox in that split. So I don't know. I think this team is going to be the epitome of a in Americas. I could name a decent amount of teams I'd place higher, and I could name a decent amount of teams I'd place lower. I think they'll sort of be like the edge guard, like that sort of like edge of the tier that separates you from like possible international LAN competition and like fringe like competitors. Like I think they hold out C9, they hold out Fury. I think as of right now they're holding out Crew, and I think there's an argument to say they hold out 100 Thieves.
They also hold out G2.
Yeah, 100%.
They also
think-
who else? Let me see.
I don't think anyone or I think the EG matchup is closer than
EG.
people think. I think EG and MIBR are sort of in their same the same sort of like level to me because I have
I still like EG though.
the top of the pecking order to me is at least Sen, Loud, Lev, and NRG. I think those 4 teams would be the 4
It
most
feels
dangerous.
so weird to hear that again. It feels so weird to hear that.
You know,
It's been
you know
3
something, though?
years.
I don't know.
3 fucking years
The
since
Saints in the
Sentinels
top.
have been on top, and they're back. It feels so weird to say
Um,
that, but
True.
true.
And then I think like you have this sort of like mid tier of EG who will be there because EG's player quality is good. I can't deny that. Jajimo is really good. Derek is playing incredibly. We're looking at like a 2022 LCQ Derek right now, which at the time people were considering him one of the best NA initiator
He was
players.
considered one of the
people-
best Sovas by far.
He was an incredible scan player. He was a really good fade Sopa. He also was incredible on Breach. But and they have really good coaching, but I don't know. Like I think if they continue to play comps like that Icebox comp, they will lose. And as good as they can anti-strat people, if they're going to play wacky stuff like that, I think teams need to expand the meta. Like playing Gecko, good. And like playing Cypher on typically Killjoy maps, I think is good. But I think just chucking Deadlock into comps to be like, oh, we're playing Deadlock. I understand there's a lot of prep behind it. There are some cool ideas. Like the yellow setup on defense with the trip to stun the Jet dashing across, and as soon as the Jet dashes across, Jajmo throws over his net to hinder Leaf even more. And then he throws his wall to stop the team from flooding and wrapping Superman. I think that's a cool setup, but as of right now, Deadlock doesn't do enough to have interesting setups like that on every map, on every site.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Even on the Icebox, like there was like really good setups, and that's it. Like, that's all you can play with that Deadlock. Because her strongest thing right now, I feel, is a nade. If you time it well, you can stop like a push in 1 second.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's like from what I saw, I was watching someone who was analyzing the game afterwards. There were only like 4 or 5 nades.
Yeah,
Which is not
yeah.
which is not a lot though. When you think about like how many other agents have like have like utility to stop everything.
Yeah, no. If I would 100% agree that Deadlock winning a map had way more to do with Jajmo just killing everyone than it had to do with like actually
they use it. Yeah, like it's Jagamo is just kill it. It's like go kill and you go kill with every agent you use though.
Yeah. So I think like if they shore up their comps, they have really good players. And they have arguably the best coach in the world right now. So I think they can be solid, but it's so hard for me to argue them to be a top team when their talent doesn't rival up to the likes of like Sen or Loud or or like Lev. Like I think
You know what? One thing with Lep though, which I was watching their. I don't know if any of you guys had their voice comms.
oh they're
Really
calming
lost.
really good. No, they're calming really good.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like it gives me like this. Like they feel lost sometimes of what they're doing or what they're supposed to be doing.
I think that just comes
Like
with
they don't get the ideas clear.
I think that just comes with the fact that it's a new roster. They're all speaking English for the first time. The fact that it was
Maybe.
as clean as it was, The fact that it was as clean as it was is a good sign to me.
I'd also like to point out that EG roster is pretty young as well. I think it's one of the youngest in the Americas actually. So
no, I think Clouds will still probably be the youngest.
Yeah.
well, EG didn't form their roster up until Comm left, no?
Sure.
That's fair.
Something I will say though, that way they played the Ascent against Loud was incredible.
Really good. Yeah, no, they anti-shredded the hell out of them. And like I said, I think that first game was a Potter game. Totally a Potter game.
Yeah.
Potter anti-shredded them. The Cypher, the Odins, it was all really good. I think their lack of player quality, however, is going to hurt them. Like when they went up against Loud, when they can't just anti-shred a team because they're playing other maps, I think it's going to be hard for them to compete with teams who have much more firepower.
I would say give them time.
True.
I think anything we've learned from teams like Carmine Corp and Gen G and T1 and whatnot, and even DRX to a certain extent. Something that we've learned from watching those teams is that the caliber between tier 2 and tier 1, the supposed like skill gap is like not as wide as people think it is. And I think with the roster, especially a roster that young, I think you just need to give them time. Because people were saying the same thing about EG last year too, right? Where like they're like, there's no reason for these guys to even be in like tier 1. Why the fuck are these guys over here, right? And then
that's actually and
then Demon 1 comes in, and then
I would like to point out, I would like to point out something. If you wouldn't change BCJ for Demon 1, the story wouldn't be the same. Because Demon 1 actually did a lot for them.
No, that's
well, yeah, that's obvious. But my point being is that my whole mentioning of EG last year is that players who were perceived as really, really bad and who a lot of people thought didn't even deserve their spots turned out to be incredible just under a new environment where they could like kind of like more focus on like their own play and like focus on anti-shredding and whatnot and focus on kind of like working on their teamwork and their communication. And we saw that as once Demon 1 came in, they started getting increasingly more coordinated, increasingly more like mechanically skilled, and increasingly just more like better with their util as well. So I'd say give them time. Any team that has like a lot of tier 2 players that have come in or like a lot of players who haven't like really proved themselves yet, I'd say just give them time. Especially if they have a good coaching staff like EG does. Give them time. Let them cook.
Yeah, no, I think they will be solid. I am just saying they will be a middle-of-the-pack team because their firepower will not be able to match up with teams higher than them. I think the team, their final result, it will have nothing to do with how well they're strategized. It'll have nothing to do with coaching. It will have everything to do with the firepower.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
I feel like that's something that Demon 1 bring a lot last year though, like the firepower that he has with Jag and Boostio. It was amazing.
Yeah, and well, so here's the thing with Demon 1, right? Yeah, he's an incredible player and he single-handedly saved EG in a lot of games, right? But I feel like what a lot of people don't mention is that Demon 1 not only just brought in a huge amount of firepower to the team, but he also breathed life into the other players, and that's why they were able to win champs at the end. Oh, hello, Gato. Gato's on your chair right now.
I know.
Why is she slapping?
Oh,
okay. Can you bring the cat to the cam? You need a cat cam. Bring cat to cam. Gato to cam. Go on.
Doesn't want to.
I look away for 1 second. I look back and there's a cat.
He's just grabbing onto the cat. Cat's like, now leave me be.
Let me see if I can get it.
Oh, wait. I think Ale is about to kidnap his cats. Hold on. He's going. He's trying. Oh. Hey. He's over here. Anyone else have any pets that they're willing to share, by the way?
Do you want me to go get one of my residents?
Yes, please. Just bring one of the freshmen in, bro. They're basically like animals, right?
Ridiculous.
I mean, aren't you an RA? Can't you just do that? Can't you just like tell the freshmen to like just come into your room?
Force one. I mean,
Yeah.
technically.
But anyways, yeah, I think with any team, just especially a team with good cute cat. Where is your cat, Tony? We saw your dog last stream. But where's your cat?
He's usually never in my room because the dog and the cat don't like they get along, but like not really. So he'll like
should
run all
kid-
over the place and like.
They don't like each other.
We should let the dog
Yeah.
out and then kidnap your cat.
Exactly.
I'm willing to see what kind of shenanigans will happen if this happens.
My family would get mad.
Hey, good content. Good content. Trust.
Good God.
Good content. He's like good content. Everything for the content, no?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Everyone say some outlandish shit right now. Come on. No one said anything. Wow, I'm disappointing you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll see if I could bring him in on the next episode.
He's gonna get in trouble for you.
But to
Excellent.
kind of like go back to topic, I think a lot of the teams are a lot closer than I initially beat, except DFM and other teams. But
Yeah.
I said just give them time. We'll have to like. I think making predictions about how people are going to end this year right now is way too early, especially with how many upsets we've seen so far. So
Yeah.
after, like, I would say maybe like halfway into split one, then we can start making judgment calls about how teams are going to do throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I want to open a topic.
What do you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
One time that like what like people were it's just like how we're getting roster changes right now, okay?
Okay.
And there were a lot of people complaining like you didn't sign to get better and stuff, no? Okay.
I will warn you, Aleb.
like,
You need to tread on what you say carefully, because if you say something that I perceive as wrong, I am going to run that car through your house.
okay. That's great. No, but like I was like,
That's crazy.
I actually
It wouldn't be a Hardstuck
I see
episode without
why
me,
the-
like threatening violence against someone, right?
that's true.
Like how it always goes.
That's true actually.
But anyways, sorry. Just go.
Anyways,
Say what you need to say.
but I mean, for me, it makes completely sense. Like, why would you do a roster change? It's like you have like, of course, you're playing for like what, like you're gonna be playing for like what, like 9 months, let's say
Yeah.
8 months. But in those 8 months, how many games you have? Like 10.
Yeah.
It's just okay. So
Fuck.
you didn't do good on kickoff, and you've been preparing already, and you think, okay, things are not going well. We need a change, okay? And you trying to do better. It's like you have 10 games, and you're like, okay, I give them time to prepare and be better, though. What time? There's no time.
Scrims and official matches together.
Yeah, but like official matches, you have 10 matches.
Yeah, but you also bring scrim
You
time.
at most as a minimum. Yeah, but like they just think about EG last year. If they wouldn't make that change of BCJ for Demon get Demon 1 in, they probably will never be that good as they were. Same with Cloud9. So it's just like I can
That
see
is
why.
I'm saying that depending on the roster, you should, or depending on the coaching staff, you should give them time. I guess Ali's mom just barged in, but unfortunate. So I guess it's just us three now, guys.
I feel like the most successful teams are the teams that stick together and like build time for themselves.
That's
which
what
is why Sen is doing so well.
Yeah, I completely agree with that statement. Like I don't think it's any reach to say that the reason why Sentinels look so good right now is because they spent so much time on the offseason playing.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like they've been
I think
successful
there's a
right now. Okay,
difference
they're being successful right now. Okay.
I think there's a difference between
That's the thing.
staying together and playing in the off season.
Mhm.
I think a team like Sentinels put in a ton of time in the off season, right? But if you look at a team who
Yeah, but
stayed together, I think there's a difference in the denomination of saying like, oh, this team is so. I think Sentinels has proved that every team should be playing as many off-season tournaments as possible, because you can scrim all you want. You do not want to blunder the chance of like your VCT calendar. That's where you make all your money. That's where you'll make all of like most of that's where you'll make all of like that's where you'll get most of your stuff. So
Just qualifying for champs is what, like how much each team got, like 3 mil
I'm gonna be
as
honest.
champs?
I'm gonna be honest, Tyler. I have no idea what those emojis are supposed to mean. But hi, welcome in. Aren't you? Wait, isn't your team like
Oh.
mid-match right now, bro? Like, what the fuck? Why are you
I
here?
know,
They
I know what.
Oh, they
I
lost.
know what that is.
Yeah.
oh, he's mewing.
Yeah.
We're getting a Toni.
I
He's
think
buzzing.
Edward should go to the Sentinels as the 6th man. For sure. You go tell him
Wait,
that,
I
Edward, and
got
see how that
something.
works out.
Wait, Edward said he should join as a sixth
Leave
man.
it.
He said.
Yes.
I'll be the 7th.
Wait. How? There you go.
What's up,
Okay,
Mama?
what do you guys think of Curry?
Curry?
Crew.
Curry as a 6.
It makes sense for
Curry.
both of the. It makes sense for both the org and
Oh,
Curry.
Curry.
But
Steph
wait,
Curry- yeah, Steph
but
Curry
why
is
as a
a
6
Sentinel
though,
6.
as a content creator?
Steph Curry is a Sentinel 6 man now. Yeah.
Why?
But why not as like a content creator?
Because Pancata's gone, and they need a six man. They want someone who is willing to be a six man, and that's what Curry is.
Yeah, but you don't need, I mean, you're not forced to have a 6 man. That's the thing.
They said yes.
Yeah, but they want a six man.
So, Edward, are you replacing
Yeah, why not?
Curry as 6
The
man for
last
Sentinel
thing
now?
they would want is to have to play with Cap during a tournament.
Or
Like-
Derek.
I
No,
actually agree with that.
Let,
actually.
wait,
Wait,
let Cap cook. Let Cap
not
cook,
gonna
okay?
lie
Let him
though.
cook.
Not gonna lie, I would love to see Derek one day on stage.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
You know how
Like,
you know. Wait,
Imagine
Ale,
how
That's my
good that
dream.
would be, though.
I'll give you a great way
Exactly.
to see
Yeah.
Tarek on stage. Okay. I
A
want you to
showman.
go to. I want you to go
Wow.
to YouTube, and I want you to type E League 2018 Boston Major,
Okay,
and you
bro.
will see him.
I'm just living in the past.
Okay, Brent. Okay.
Am I wrong? Does he get to see him on stage? Yes or no?
Yeah, but
Yes,
I want to see him on stage.
Exactly.
and send
Tell me you
jersey,
don't. Didn't exactly. Tell me you don't want to see it as well.
I don't.
I do want to see
I
if
don't.
he.
I don't.
There's. Why are we
Why?
talking about Tarek, bro? We're fucking.
Why
I'm
are
trying
we
to farm impressions.
Look, let's say this. You're already qualifying for playoffs, okay? You're chilling. You're qualifying for playoffs. So why not bring it and play a, you know?
This is probably the most dumbest take I've seen in my life, bro.
I'm gonna.
Can we pivot? Can we pivot? We've been talking about this
Yes,
because
pivot.
Edward just came in and said he was going to join us.
DRX.
No, I don't want to go back to the no.
Like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. How do they squander this much fucking talent, bro? Tell me
Termy's a
why
paycheck stealer, bro. Termy's a paycheck
Why?
stealer. That guy ain't never
No.
calling timeouts, bro.
their roster is fine. I like their roster.
No, the roster is good, but Termy is just not calling timeouts, bro.
Why?
I'm your team, bro. Holy fuck.
Why?
They call it one. They call one.
Yeah, one the entire kickoff season? Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why?
They call one. That's more than the past.
Is this what our
Why are
bar
we
is?
playing
Is our bar incredibly that low
solo?
now?
Why are we playing solo Yoru on bind? Why are we playing Yoru Jet on bind?
I'd also
What
like
the
to,
fuck is these cooks, bro?
I would like to
They're
point
cool.
out that they had an incredible Euro player last year, and
Oh, yeah, and they
kicked out
got
the
rid of
roster.
him?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
his name
like-
starts with R and it ends with B or something like that. I don't know. I don't follow Pacific.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. My guess is this team will fucking default its way through all of the fucking regular season, fucking default their way through the playoffs, default their way to a second place, default their way to a fucking 5th, 6th at Shanghai. That's my
You really
fucking
think
thought.
you really think they're better than Gen G and Purex?
Yeah, I'm gonna be so real. Fucking Genji was on a heater. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Genji was on a heater, bruh. Like
Okay, so let
unironically.
me fucking put these dishes away, and then I'll go argue about you.
Like,
You guys can say whatever the fuck you want right
Oh
now.
no.
oh god.
Oh no. What have you done?
Genji hated for Brent. Before
What have you done?
Brent comes back and just screams at me indefinitely, I'll say a couple things. Fucking Charon, pretty goated. Crazy that this guy was a ranked player.
Yes.
Had
It
the
surprised me though because he was like a ranked goated. He just proved everyone wrong though. He just proved everyone how good he is.
tournament of his life. If you told me last year when I was watching T1 blunder at the international stage that Munchkin
All right,
would be
all
going
right.
this
What kind of fucking
Let's-
slander am I gonna hear for Genji right now?
I'm addressing the crowd before you come back and just scream at me.
Okay, go ahead.
I said I gave Charon his flowers. Charon kind of crazy, especially for being a ranked player. There is no fucking way Munchkin is going to be able to repeat the heater he just went on. If you told me last year, when I was watching him call at Tokyo and at Champs, where T1 was blundering and Munchkin was not looking that good, if you told me that Munchkin would be kicking the shit out of Paper Rex and DRX at the kickoff tournament next year, I would have laughed in your face and left the room. There is no way you could get me to believe that. He is a good player. Munchkin is a good player.
Yeah.
But there is no way he repeats the heater he went on. Okay. Texture, cool. Texture killed everyone, I guess. Meteor.
I feel like the only one right now that's like it needs to work a little bit more is Lakia though. I feel like Lakia was like a little bit disappear in moments.
Here are my two biggest gripes. Lakia is calling, I think at least. So
no,
is
Munchkin?
Munchkin still is? Oh god,
Let
if
me
Munchkin's calling,
let
then I
me
have even
dispel.
less faith in
Let
this
me
team.
dispel a couple of myths. Okay, first of all, T1 last year Zeta was calling, not Munchkin. Munchkin was not the
Munchkin
caller.
was calling. Munchkin
yeah, but
was calling
Zeta
for
was main IGL. He
half
was the main pre-round. He was the main pre-round setup. He was the main mid-rounder.
Munchkin was doing the main IGLing for the first half of the year, and then they switched to Zeta.
They switched to Zeta once Tokyo hit. So, like, I'm gonna just say, like, saying that, like, using Tokyo and Champions as an example about why Munchkin's calling is not good is not fair considering the fact that he wasn't even calling then. And when he was calling on T1, what did they do? They went to third as Pacific. So,
okay.
Second thing I'll say is that yeah, Munchkin is also main caller on Genji right now as it stands.
Okay.
So those are
So
the two.
now I have even less faith in Genji.
Well, they qualified some masters though.
Okay. I will eat my words if they go out and shit on everyone. But I have two problems. One, if Lakia doesn't show up as the fucking new turn land demon that he was back in 2021 or whatever, I think they're gonna lack. I think they cannot have Lakia like performing that poorly. And two, Meteor can't play fucking Cypher. He can't do it. For some reason, he can play Cage.
Yeah,
Play Cypher.
that's true though.
You want to know why his Cypher utility is a bit underwhelming?
Sure.
Because he doesn't fucking need it, bro. He's killing people. Not only is he killing
Not on
people
Cypher.
who are
Not on
swinging
Cypher.
him, but
Not on
people
Cypher.
who are re-swinging him to try to trade out that player.
This guy is a 0.9 KD on Cypher. This guy's a 0.9 KD.
What do you
Stop
mean
act-
his bind map was crazy against Pure?
Stop acting like he's killing people on Cypher.
What the fuck?
Okay. I think this team
No,
is a-
I want to point out something though. I want to point out something. It's like how you play better at Killjoy when at Cypher you have more freedom, and I used to be a duelist when you had the freedom.
Yeah.
At Cypher you can just go and kill like legit.
That is because as a Cypher main, you cannot do you can't like look at a Cypher main and say, oh, this is 1-1 for duelist. That's not how this works.
No. That's not what he's saying. He's just like typically Duelist likes to play with freedom. And as a Cypher player, you get to play with more freedom than a Killjoy.
Yeah, and a big part of the freedom that you're granted as a duelist main is that the team sets up for you. That's not how that works with Cypher.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but in a defense, you can play literally like a free look. as a killjoy, you need to stay in that side at the whole time though. Because that's how utility works. But with the cypher, you leave that camera, you leave that trip that you can go to support at the other side easily. He's not even doing that. He's getting killed.
Except this guy was smurfing on Paper Rex on the grand final.
Yeah, like one game.
Yeah, once he locked the fuck in, bro. You guys are forgetting that this guy had like also was a duelist last year. Give him a fucking break, bro. Shit.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad way. Just like you cannot say like he cannot be a cipher man. Where it's like he can act more like as a duelist as a cipher than as a killjoy.
No, okay.
Because with a killjoy, you need to be more passive.
Okay, yeah. As a killjoy, you need to be more passive. You need to side anchor a lot more, right? With that being said, you cannot say that the duelist and playing a cipher and playing a duelist are so similar that there should be like an easy crossover.
I'm not mean to that. You have free. No, I said like you have freedom to do whatever you want.
You have freedom to do things to a certain extent because you will not have the backing of your team to do set plays. Also, yeah, we'll come back, Toni. But
hi, my camera's working now. Yippee!
Yeah, I would see you come in every now and then. But I just don't want to comment anything. Okay. But okay, so this is what I'll say about Genji, okay? The reason why I think that Genji are going to be phenomenal this year is because these guys did not show shit in terms of strats this kickoff. All they did was just player diff every single team that they ran up against after
and
they
lost.
And
is that not worrying to you? Is that not worrying to you?
Because they haven't need to done anything. They probably have shit saved, bro.
Okay, what if
wait. He say they didn't show any strats
because they legitimately did not need to. They legitimately did not need to.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'll agree with Brent.
Genji played but Genji played like the most matches out of everyone. How you can be saying that you didn't show any strats?
And the fact that they played the most amount of games and the way that they were winning was just because they were shooting better than literally every single team that they went up against is a statement to just how little they had to actually do.
I think
it's a statement to how little they actually have to show.
You're shooting people. No, you're shooting people.
You know,
I guarantee you, if Sentinels did the same exact thing, you guys would be screaming Sentinels praises. I'm telling you right fucking now. If Tens was literally acing every single fucking, if Tens was acing every single fucking round for kickoff, you guys would be saying the exact opposite shit that you guys are thinking about Genji right now.
No.
I agree with you. What do you mean? I agree with you.
I'm talking about these fucking two doofuses.
A scary team is a team that doesn't need to show strats.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't need to show anything to win, then you're just diffing everyone.
They don't have any strats. They don't have any strats.
You say that just because they haven't need to show anything.
I don't agree with LA. They have stuff. What I am arguing is they legitimately only got through kickoff because they killed everybody. Does that not worry you if during Madrid they stop killing people?
At that point, then they start using skill, but they start using that kind of like big strat. Okay? It's not that big of a deal. Okay.
So you think they're gonna Sova line up their way to fucking Madrid champions?
No, obviously not. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna start actually mid-rounding. They're gonna start pre-round setups and whatnot. That's what they're probably gonna do once they realize that their caliber of skill is gonna be on par with every other team that they run up against. That is what I'm saying.
Okay. I think they're good.
You talk to the bear now.
You talk to the bear. What I will say, I don't think they're a top contender at Madrid in my eyes. To me, they fall into this sort of upset tier. I think they could upset any team at the tournament. But I think if you had them playing every team at the tournament.
Can you do a flip? Wait, I want to see this.
I could do a. No, I can't.
Can you do a handstand? Do you have a bed right there for like cushioning, right? So can you do a handstand?
Bro, what?
He's
why
actually
are you hard views on fucking Toni?
Wait, let him cook.
I could just.
Like, what he's doing though?
I could just like belly flop. It won't be a flip, but I could just flop.
This is really
Wait,
bad.
Edward-
Edward is demanding. Edward is demanding you
Yeah.
flop. All right, let me
Flop?
just.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold
How
on,
do
let me
I
just-
how do I flop?
I'm
Do I
going
just, like,
to
Stand
cover
over here
everyone else with
and then
Tony's
just, like,
POV.
just flop.
I'm gonna put Tony at the
Can't
top.
hear you, so I'm just gonna do it anyway. Done.
Bro, I wasn't watching. I know. It's like, I'm so
Good thing we can clip it. Good thing we can clip it.
Oh fuck. Give me a second.
he deserves a raise though. Honestly,
Oh, give me. I did not think you would actually do it.
you see, that's the 10 streak though. The almond trick.
That's his.
That was my shouted step right there.
Yeah.
No, that's Genji's chances of winning Madrid.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm just kidding. You can clown me all you want on Twitter when Genji win Madrid.
I absolutely fucking will.
Just clip it, and just subtweet me on fucking or quote repost me.
I'm gonna do exactly what I did to Ale when he shit talked EDG back in champs. It's gonna make a
I
compilation.
still
with,
believe
like,
on the thing, on the same thing though.
I'm gonna make a comp. I'm gonna like clip you shit talking Genji, and I'm gonna do a compilation of Genji just popping the fuck off if they end up popping off in Madrid.
I'm on the Genji hype train. I
Your
love
camera's-
Genji.
I think.
Wait, who? Dane or me?
Uh,
My camera's broken again. Oh
I think everyone's. Yeah, your camera's fucked. The flop was too.
Everyone.
The
Dies
flop was too
momentarily.
powerful, bro. It was too powerful. We couldn't suppress it.
Yeah. and that's when Genji goes at 0-2 and eliminate out of Swift.
Okay, Ale, can you talking more crap about Genji so that when when they win, Brent roasts you instead of me?
Okay.
I'm
Like
roasting
is
both of you
wash,
fuckwits,
Meteor
bro.
doesn't know how
I'm
to
gonna
play
rate-
well. Karin's the only one carrying that team. Meteor, who knows who Meteor is?
Dude, all I can see
yourself.
all I can see now after Genji win is a fucking edit made by Brent that says Meteor doesn't know how to play, Vine boom, and the picture of his VLR stat line where he drops like 40,
Probably.
and then Lucky is washed.
Yeah, munching the worst IGL. That's why T1 just didn't. That's just why T1 look like they look like. Coach sucks.
Okay, I agree with
They-
that
they
statement.
won by luck.
The coach has been known to be really toxic. I will agree with that statement.
Yeah.
But it does seem like he's changed a lot. I don't know if it's because they've been winning so much, but it seems like he's kind of chilled out. But
That's
no
what you
idea.
think.
No,
Who
that's
knows
what
what our
that-
inside is?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that's because of the fact that they've been winning so much, but it does seem like he's kind of
Oh?
like chilled out. Yeah. So who knows? I don't know, but anyways,
We'll find out in the future.
Should we move on from teams being at Madrid?
I think that was like a solid like 20-minute
Yeah.
segment about the
Look
fucking.
what about.
Oh,
Ooh, can we
rest in
talk
peace.
about Viper
Rest in peace,
and
Aki
Viper being so
Toyami,
broken?
Viper.
Get a nerve. She's probably gonna get nerve.
We say this.
Doesn't matter.
Viper has a 79% peak rate globally.
Haven't we like tried?
How? Like-
Hasn't like Riot like tried to
How?
nerf like Viper like fucking on like 10 separate occasions?
Yeah.
With,
Yes,
like-
whatever they
Oh,
tried to
fuck.
do.
Guys, I broke my thing. I threw it out of rage because of what Ale was saying, and I broke it.
What is it?
It's my fucking hand rest that came with my SteelSeries keyboard.
Average Brent moment.
It's not.
No, listen. She fills a niche so hard that no matter what they do, there will always be a space for her in metacomps.
Yeah. That
It's
like
kind of like the same thing.
Well,
With
I was
Jet,
watching
honestly.
a beat. Yeah. No.
With who?
Jet.
With who?
Here's the thing though, with Jet.
No,
Kinda the
Jet's a
same
little
thing.
different.
Kinda the same thing.
Huh. Look, this is okay. I was watching a Shanghai's video today, and he was talking about like why Viper is so huge on peak rate.
Your Camera's not focused,
And
by the way.
people, I don't know why it's not focusing. He was saying like that a lot of things now they don't play to get info. They play to deny the info because like, it's just it makes like a bigger like control because people there's some things that they tend to like desperate and rotate quick when they don't see something when they don't hear anything, and the Piper gives you a lot of control of that to deny info. So that's why it's like so huge, even though with all the nerfs.
Yeah, she doesn't play like any other smoker, to be fair. So because of that, she feels an extremely
You don't have any,
powerful niche.
yeah, because like
that-
you don't have any like the closest I would say is what like Harbor because it's like his
No,
wall.
no, no,
not
no,
even
no.
Harbor is like an app
No, no.
comparison.
Viper has such an unprecedented ability to stall. She plays like a sentinel, and the fact that her smokes like stay in the same place every round and are able to be activated on command is what makes her so powerful.
Well, that's
like,
what I mean.
we
She
saw-
feels such
we
a, like
saw-
she feels such a niche that is so important to the meta of Valorant since its conception. That's kind of hard to like try to
Yeah.
nerf or buffer or anything like that. Kind of have to just like get it.
I mean, right now we live in the Viper meta though.
We've
Yeah,
been in
because-
Viper meta since
Right
like
now
the
we-
beginning.
Like when you think about it, what makes her so strong is the fact that Viper can be anywhere on the map and have her
still-
utility.
Yeah, she can be anywhere and she can still smoke for her team. For
Not even that. She can be like bind a short. The common setup when you're playing bind with a Viper and another smoke agent is you you wall across short and you orb hookah. Why? Because it lets you threaten a complete A short walk up or walk out, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She can create so much pressure on a defense by standing at the other side of the map and using her two abilities, I mind you, which cost a total of 200 credits because the orb is only 200 credits. She can create the threat of a full 5-man walk up down short and an explosion exec out, a solo lurk by her, or any other kind of lurk, or she could just fake all that shit and not even be there and just put the stuff up to hold rotates. Like
That's true.
she's so strong. Whole team's game plan on bind legit revolver. If you watch 100 Thieves, every round they're trying to walk bang down short, hide him in the fucking corner, so that late round, after they'll throw all their util on B site, everything, and then they'll just hit the TP
You just
and
TP.
run onto A site, and Bang will be fucking playing in spawn and kill 4. It's like she's so good at creating pressure that like I just don't know how you'd even you'd have to nerf her in a way where you can't have the orb and the wall up at the same time.
Something I heard. It was like you start the round with a 0.5% of your fuel. That's something I heard. One of the like people will say like
start
changes, which
round?
I actually don't like it though.
And then you have to
Yeah,
build
I
up.
think just-
No, that doesn't do anything because
Yeah.
how
I think
often
at
do
this
you?
point I might just replace Ale and Toni with PNGs because their camera just keeps freezing too much.
Oh, is their camera dying?
They're both just dead. Ale is just frozen and then mid conversation, and Toni just is frozen trying to reach for something. So what a great start to my official hosting of the podcast.
Dad.
100%. I love this.
live.
He's alive. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like any viable way to handle the Viper problem requires a rework. I kind of said like the same thing about Yoru when he first was like when like he initially had like his kit and whatnot, which is that like if you want to make
You know
Yoru
something
viable,
else. Yeah. It never work. No, say. Finish it. Finish your
I
sentence.
am letting you speak. Go speak, please.
Okay. I something I heard was like, like how the orb gives you a debuff.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot of people were saying like that they
Yeah,
should
they
take
should
out the debuff
100%
from the
get
orb.
rid of this stuff. If I were the balance change, like if I were doing changes right now, I'm taking away the decay and I'm making it so you can't have the orb and wall up at the same time. If that kills her
Yeah.
completely, because I don't know what that would do to the meta. If that, like, she would be still viable as a solo controller on Icebox and on
Icebox, yeah, she
and having her be viable in double controller comps. But if that kills her completely, then maybe look into adding back into like letting her have her orb and all of it at the same time. But having the decay on the wall and the orb is too broken.
I don't know. I feel like by this point she's gonna have like 12 points for her old. She's gonna be so nervous and people will still use it though.
Yeah.
If you die, if you don't get a single kill within the first half, you don't get your ult at all. That is brutal as fuck.
It's true.
That would be brutal.
Yeah.
You have to get all 8 orbs in one round or they don't
Yeah,
count.
Exactly right. Oh, that would be rough. Can you imagine? I would love that day though. But
Me too.
I feel like another issue is that certain maps are just designed to like just let Viper be like the only
Viper?
variable. Exactly.
Breeze is like Breeze.
I think Breeze and
Breeze
Icebox
split the Icebox.
are like the first maps that come to mind. So
It's
I
split
don't
as well though. I feel like it's really hard to play a split without Viper.
yeah, I think that
Yeah.
map that's the hardest to play without Viper, besides maybe Icebox, is like Breeze in my opinion. It's just too open and her wall
Yeah.
is just too strong.
It's too OP.
Like,
Her wall is too OP. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. And like also like on top of the things that Dane mentioned earlier, it just makes it so that like not picking Viper is like a troll pick for those maps. So
That's true. I actually agree with that. Like even nowadays we've seen it with like people picking up on Ascent though.
yeah, I mean like to be
And
fair,
that way
Loud had experimented with that last year. I don't know how successful it
Yeah.
was. I don't think it was successful at all actually. But they did experiment that with last
They
year.
they
and
they
Cloud9
Ascent
also,
no the Ascent was one of the best Ascents though. I remember like they were like almost unbeatable or
or like
Loud.
but that was like once they went to default comp, no, not when they used Viper Omen.
No, with the Viper, they playing with the Viper, and I think they didn't lose any Ascent during the regular season. From what I remember.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. I'm actually I think 100% right. They didn't lose any any Ascent with the Viper on.
Can someone fact check that real quick? I need
They
a fact
didn't lose?
What team?
They didn't lose any
Loud.
Ascent.
Loud did not
during
lose a
regular
single
season.
Ascent match.
In the regular season?
Yeah, with
Last year?
Yeah,
Viper
regular
Omen.
season.
With Viper Omen.
I think they did.
I don't remember. It's something that I remember hearing a lot of times.
Like I know that like
Oh.
Loud's Ascent has been one of the best for like a very long time. But I was pretty sure that like their Viper Omen was just not really working that well. 'Cause I know it like
Viper
was like tragically bad against Fnatic in lock-in finals. But
Let's see. I'll find it. I'll pull it up.
Viper Omen on what
Um,
map again?
Ascent.
Ascent.
I have it right here.
Ascent.
They played it. They only played it at lock-in. You know that, right, Ali?
yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember C9 played Viper Omen at Sky, but I don't remember Loud ever using it, especially after they lost so bad against Fnatic.
Loud lost Ascent Viper Omen during group stage of champs.
That too. They played it against. I think they played it against DRX and then they lost.
Yeah, it was against
Yeah.
DRX.
No,
They
no,
played
no.
Final
against-
map.
But then, like in regular season, they didn't play it at all. I think the only times they played it was in lock-in and.
No, but they played their funky one with Breach Fade instead of KO. Like that was the no Sentinel comp. The Viper comp that Ali's talking about is the Sky
Talking
Omen.
about Sky Omen Viper,
Viper
right? That was
KJ.
only used in lock-in though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they beat DRX with it and they lost to Fnatic with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
And they lost pretty hard against Fnatic on that map too. I believe. So, I think because of that, they switched back to standard comp, if I remember correctly. But anyway, that was a long fucking tangent. What were we talking about again? I forgot.
Loud.
No, before
Viper,
that. Before the whole Viper
oh,
thing.
Viper.
What were we talking about? I don't
remember.
remember. Tony's camera is frozen. I'm just gonna shadow ban and shadow banning Ale as well. You guys don't exist. Only Dane and I get to exist now. I think the best way to fix Viper, or actually the best way to fix the game in general, is to have all util be lost at the end of each round if you die. Limit everyone to having only one smoke. Limit everyone to having only 2 flashes. Limit everyone to having only 1 volley
What?
for every character. And then what have you just sent me? What am I looking at right here? Oh, this? No, I posted it a while back. But
No, we should do it.
no, we'll do it later. Don't worry. We have like fucking like 45 minutes. We're chilling. But
I have 25 minutes though.
you
I
don't
have to leave kind of
When do you have to leave?
like 11.
11? Oh, that's like in
We
8
can
minutes.
do it next week.
I don't think we're
do it
finishing
next
this in
week.
8 minutes. I won't lie.
Okay,
No,
okay, we'll
I'm
do it next
sorry.
week then.
We'll do it next week then for you. Just for you. I know Johnny was the one who asked to do the tier list, but I will do it just for you. But
What you guys have to finish the skin bundle tier list.
yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't want to go back to it, but these guys did, so I was like, okay, for sure. I found the link, so and then I just pinged Johnny because he was the one who initially pitched the idea of doing the tier list today. So I just pinged him and sent in a discussion saying like, okay, here's the link if you want to like stream it later. But he left, so. Anyways, I think the way that you fix Valorant is that you make everyone be able to buy 1 smoke, 2 flashes, and 1 molly, and 1 HE.
Shut up, Brent. Stop it with your CS head dumb take. That take.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I thought you were a
think
Apex
To be
player, though.
fair, you don't see them picking Viper in CS.
Exactly. Jet's not
I
an
think-
issue. Chamber's not an issue. Viper's not an
I
issue.
think the way you fix Valorant is we build a time machine and go back to the beginning of 2022. Hear me out. Hear me out. What are the positives? You ready? Paper Rex playing Yoru on Bind.
Okay.
Prime Optic placing
Okay.
top 3 at all the internationals.
Okay.
The FPX that wasn't fucking trolling. Okay. DRX actually being decent at champs.
I agree with the statement. We should do this. All right.
Wait,
Someone come up with this
Get-
schematic for a
wait,
time
wait.
machine right now.
Chamber.
Can we?
Fifth and final reason, Chamber.
Oh, Tony's
Prime
camera's
Can
fixed.
we go,
Everyone's
can we
camera's
go back
fixed.
a little bit, a few months back?
Okay.
Like, so we go back to champs, and we make Klaus check his left.
You want Crew to go to the grand finals of champs?
We would have won that. We
We
would have won that.
honestly,
against
Crew should have won against Gambit. Yeah, that's probably one of the most
Yeah.
criminal things that's ever happened. It is what it is. You know how I think we fix Valorant? I agree with Dane. We make a time machine, right? But we don't go back to 2022. What we actually do is we go back to, I'd say like, I don't know, like maybe like 200,000 years ago, right? We find the first ancestral relative of the Homo sapien, and then we put a bullet in his head, and then we don't have to worry about this shit ever again.
I
I
mean,
thought it was gonna. I thought it was
What
gonna
do you
mention
say?
the
I
fire,
slowed
but
down and just started nodding.
Tony's just casually nodding to me, suggesting that we just off the first early human to ever
Yeah.
exist to
Oh,
make sure that
okay.
none of this ever happens.
I was reading a DM and I'm like, oh yeah, I agree with that. And then
I
was, like,
was
wait, what
I
are you
was shocked.
saying?
I was shocked that I had you on board for a second. I'm like, this is probably the most ludicrous shit that I've said ever, and this guy is just like fucking
You
full
see-
sended, dude.
You see, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna mention Leo Faria. Honestly,
Why would I mention Leo, bro? The guy is such a great dude.
yeah, but I don't know. He's the one who came up with all these bad decisions for people.
Yeah, but you want to know how we ended up in this situation in the first place? Because we developed a brain strong enough to be able to make games like Valorant. So I say, what are you holding on your screen, bro? What is that? Show the rest of the class.
Wait, fuck.
Photos.
Show the rest of the class. What is this? What have you shown?
What is it here?
What?
Yo, it's Tenzin Satsui. Yo.
Oh my god. What a
Yo, that
goofball.
sign looks so familiar, guys.
Yo, whose sign is that? That guy is.
That's
That guy should be
crazy.
like on a podcast or something, bro. He's so funny.
I should have had him. I should have had him sign it. Honestly, my mistake.
Oh, by the way,
You should have.
I found
Next time.
these just somewhere randomly in my fucking room. I didn't even realize I had these up until I had to like clean everything out to prep for
Oh.
renovations. Then I was like throwing
Speaking of
shit out,
Leo,
and then I saw this. I'm like, what the fuck? I still have this. So I'm gonna get it
what are you
framed. or whatever.
doing?
Leo Faria. Oh yeah, he
Leo
did
Faria.
he showed up first day. Yeah, I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
he was just like chilling, like no one was approaching him. He was just chilling, just sitting on with it, like going on his phone. I come up to him, I'm like, "Yo, are you Leo?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am." I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Wait, what are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm here for like the kickoff game and all that stuff." Yeah, cool dude to talk
Like,
to.
a lot of people didn't recognize him though.
But yeah, I think that the source of not only just Valorant's problems, but also all human problems, source the beginning human. So I think we should. It's like Patient Zero, you know, like how people like go back in time to like kill
Okay,
Patient Zero
bro.
for like a zombie.
Okay, that's actually crazy.
This is Brent
We should go
saying
back
that.
to the beginning of the development cycle for Valorant.
He's like,
Yes.
please,
That
please don't
that
don't
is-
don't create Homo sapiens.
That is indeed me, bro. Can we get much higher? Anyway, we've kind of gone off topic. Like, weren't you supposed to leave? Aren't you supposed to like leave in like
And
3
this is
minutes?
Dane. Yeah, and this is Dane. Dane.
Dane's the
Dane
king.
went Brent tax.
Is that a crown on his head? I can't fucking
No,
see it.
it's a
No,
Army helmet.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, now I
Yeah.
know what he's referring to.
My
Okay.
tweet accurately predicted tonight. I said I tweeted out. I reposted the tweet like the announcement, and I said, "Come watch me and Brent argue about Korean teams."
I mean, I do that with everyone though.
Yeah.
I do that
Yeah,
with
that's
everyone.
fair. But we have
Anyone
extra-
He's
Standard-
blindsided though.
I think there was like a
Wait,
solid. I think one of our first episodes actually was me and Arnov just fucking yelling at each other about Korean and Chinese teams for like a solid like 30 minutes.
Yeah, Arnov
think-
is like the biggest fucking Korean or not. He's the biggest Chinese team.
Weren't you there for
He
that
used-
episode
he
too,
used
Dane?
to.
Weren't you?
Yeah, it was.
That was a
That man was glazing the Chinese team.
dude.
Which I
I saw
respect.
his pickums. I was like, there ain't no way this guy has Billy winning against DRX. Like,
And they won. And they won.
no,
They did it.
DRX won, baby. We beat him 2-0.
Oh, he
Just-
has. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about group stage.
Oh no, not energy, not energy. No.
Oh, okay.
I think he also had Billy beating energy twice though. I think I remember that. But
Yeah. There was somebody in that group with a.
yeah, our groups were really wild back then. We just like came together as a friend group. It was like the Wild West basically. We're still trying to figure shit out.
Hmm?
Anyways, it is 11 p.m. You should probably leave, Ale.
Yeah.
Just like, don't you have plans or
Bye,
something?
guys.
Okay,
That's all.
bye.
No. Oh yeah. We need to talk about it later though.
Wait, talk about what? Hey, Chris, just to let you know.
Tomorrow.
You're good up until the air fight. Okay, Chris? Yeah. Here, just reach out your hand real quick.
Oh,
As far as you can. Keep reaching more.
Wait, I want to get a Chris face reveal.
We're not doing it this
this.
podcast.
Yeah.
He's very protective about his
Why?
image online.
Okay.
So not
Yeah, it's like a lot of people sees us, no?
I mean, you guys will see him eventually at some
Get
point.
thousands of views.
Maybe I'll drag him for one of our hangouts. I don't know, but it will happen eventually. Do not worry.
Bring
Anyway,
it tomorrow. Bring it tomorrow.
bring him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I still have no clue what's happening tomorrow.
Going to Santa Monica
Me neither. We're going to Santa Monica. That's all we know.
Wait, let him. Wait, hold on.
Okay. Didn't say anything.
Hands over the mic.
Why are you making me speak into a mic?
Oh.
Why am I going to Santa Monica though? For what for? Just to hang out? I'll think about it. Give me some time.
I don't hear him.
You don't hear him? I hear him.
Dude, I met this girl the other
Oh.
night. Kid you not.
This is a
fuck
wild
not.
name. Bro.
She was from the fucking UK or some shit. And her name was Artis, bro.
Okay, I was gonna ask, can you like give like a really crazy take that you normally do for the podcast?
Who, Ale?
No, my cousin.
No, Chris.
Chris?
Wait, why he so low though? What the fuck?
You say this shit all the time. What do you mean?
A crazy take. I wonder what crazy takes Chris got for us today.
Outline 2018 sucked. Literally the most dog shit team in the
What you
world.
say,
bro.
2018?
Like, is it not even the major winning team?
No, the major winning team. I'm just trying to aggravate him. That's all. He said that he couldn't force the bit, so I was trying to aggravate him. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
guest appearance, Chris, I guess. But yeah,
Right.
you should probably head out, Ale. We'll see you there. I'll talk to you more about the hangout tomorrow. Just let me know any places that you know with free parking.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
go from there.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What else do we even have to talk about?
Show his face for the podcast getting canceled. We were initially gonna do the tier list, but you know everyone who wanted to do the tier list left, so I
need to eat too, so.
I think we can just end there then, probably.
Okay, wait. Me and Toni have one thing. We have one thing.
Yes.
You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Buy the Sentinels
Buy the
bundle.
Sen bundle.
Buy it.
Buy
You
the
have to buy
Sen
it. You have to
bundle.
buy the Sentinels
Buy
bundle.
the Sen
You
bundle.
see,
Buy the
buy
Sen
the
bundle.
jacket. It's on sale
Buy
now. It's
Buy
on
the
sale.
Sen bundle.
You have
Buy
to-
the-
you have to-
Okay, that's all from us. That's all.